Speaking of conviction, this guy, Simply Bitcoin's it's a pretty young channel. This guy right here, this is the original Bitcoin content creator. This man's a legend. And you should definitely, if you guys don't mind, give this man a round of applause.
And if you're watching this, pound that like button.
Strong hands.
Strong hands.
Well, I gotta say, exactly a year ago, it was $69,000 on this very day. And I've got conviction. It's lower now, whatever. I got more Bitcoin than I did then. I mean, I value my wealth in Bitcoin. That's the way you got to think about it. Also, with what's happened this week, it doesn't really come as a big shock to me. I mean, the big third parties, I've always predicted huge ones are going to fall down. And, it's similar to what happened in June. It's just like history keeps repeating itself because the normies out there, they trust third parties, they trust intermediaries, they want yield, and that's just not going to stop. I mean, we can't change the world, we can't change normies per se. We can just try to spread the word, but practice what you preach, and that's what I've been doing. I think that's a lesson from all this. If you have been practicing what you've been preaching here in the hardcore and Bitcoin community, then this is just all a show to you, and you're just like wondering, like, why are so many people invested in this still, that every time it happens, the price of Bitcoin also goes down? I mean, they should not be related. Nothing has changed with Bitcoin. Now, another thing that comes out of this that is we should really all take seriously. We heard a clip from the crypto mommy there who's really trying to build her brand on, taking care of all the innocent people so they're not taken advantage by these evil Bitcoin people and, conflating Bitcoin and crypto, whatever she's going to do. This is Elizabeth Warren. And I just, some of you are like, oh, she's just a senator. It's not just a senator. I mean, she is a senator in the majority party. There's still the majority party in the Senate up until, it changes, and people thought it was going to change. And something you need to consider with the health of the current president and what can happen in 2024 and the health of the opposition party is that she could become the president of the United States in 2024. So that's just her comments should remind you, and she is the worst case scenario of anyone I can think of to become the president of the United States in 2024, because her main target of do-gooding, of feel-good, will be Bitcoin. She'll point to something like this that happened. Like, oh, that mean rich guy in Miami or wherever that owns has his name on the arena. Look how powerful he got. And then he just ripped all of these poor innocent people. So just keep that in mind. Always be vigilant, people. And no, this will happen again. And she will use it as an example against Bitcoin and just to call for ridiculous regulation and just fight the regulation, people. Separation of state and money.
Absolutely. And I think Adam hit the nail on the head, right? The fact is that if we don't separate money from state, the incentives will never align between politicians and the people. The fact is that because government has a monopoly on the creation of money, they're not incentivized to serve the people. They're incentivized to protect their moat. They're incentivized to protect the money printing machine. And they're also the people that are responsible, right, are tasked with regulating the industry that, if we are successful, defeats their entire existence in a way. Bitcoin makes politics irrelevant. Max Kaiser has that amazing quote, right? Because I'm in Bitcoin, I don't have to care about politics.